It seems we hear stories like this more and more. A boy from Bush who comes from a loving family but ends up in the hands of alleged human traffickers in Florida. They access the boy through an online messaging app, and whether you realize it or not, there are many available in the app store of your phone or tablet that could give child predators a window to your home and access to your child.
Had no idea until recently the perils behind the controller.
I couldn't imagine my children or anyone else's children reading some of the things that we have read.
They're holding the whole world in their hands, literally.
I think a good, healthy sense of paranoia about what's out there is always healthy.
The internet is a scary place.
There's nothing virtual about the dangers children face on the internet.
You did think that she was 15 years old, wrong or right?
Right.
Online conversations that can quickly turn into real-life meetups, interactions that could change a child's life forever.
These predators know exactly what they're doing. They're grooming these kids.
Last May, church youth group leader Janine Pierce helped save a 17-year-old boy from Bush who left in the middle of the night for what he thought was a better life in St. Petersburg, Florida. But this is what he got: a filthy house with another 15-year-old boy inside who investigators say had been held as a sex slave for more than a year.
The victim was living on a small mattress with no bedding, surrounded by animals, animal cages, and animal feces.
Pierce helped police find the 17-year-old using online messages he had exchanged with the alleged traffickers, and they saved the other boy in the process. But the way it began should serve as a wake-up call for parents everywhere.
And he happened to have been in a chat group with him on Discord.
Discord, an encrypted messaging app that video gamers use for private and group conversations. That's where the alleged traffickers convinced the boy from Bush he needed to leave.
This is a sting operation. We're Southern Mothers Against Predators.
Holly is a North Shore mother who decided she wanted to take on hunting would-be child predators online outside of law enforcement. Her volunteers decoy, pretending to be underage girls, in a wide range of apps to root out potential predators and expose them on Facebook Live after they ask to meet for sex.
Do I know you? No, I don't know you. There he is, guys. 15-year-old little girl.
They use a variety of apps to do it.
There are profiles set on Facebook. There are profiles set on MocoSpace, on Tag, Scout. There are so many, but those are some that we use.
I think a lot of parents won't even know what you're talking about.
I agree. A lot of people don't.
Kathleen Franzak investigates child exploitation cases for Kenner Police.
Now we have the capability to take pictures and videos. There are applications that will, geolocate you. There are applications that group you by the school you go to.
She says, among other reasons, kids' access to them is leading to an explosion in child exploitation cases. She estimates they've seen a 65% increase in them in Kenner over the past 2 years.
Any sort of application, whether it's a game, whether it's social media, where there is a direct messaging ability, we need to be really careful of those.
She says that includes mainstream apps many of us use, like Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. It's where many conversations with predators begin. We spoke with Franzak, Corey Bourgeois with the Louisiana Department of Justice, online predator hunter Holly, and Pierce about their experiences with online predators, and developed a list of apps they say can be used by child predators.
And they're going to groom them until they say, yeah, that's what I want. I want all of these things. And the next thing you know, they're in some backwoods trailer that they didn't sign up for. This is not what you promised.
Kik is another messaging app that law enforcement all over the world is warning parents about. The terms of use say it's for people 13 and up. Once you're in, though, you can join public group chats that are clearly sexual in nature. Safety software company NetNanny named it one of the most dangerous messaging apps for kids last year.
We would never be comfortable with a stranger that we didn't know taking a child into a room that we couldn't see in. We would never be okay with that. And that's sort of the same thing online.
There are a number of apps out there that allow you to hide things on your phone.
This one's called Secret Calculator Photo Album. Once you're inside, it appears to be a working calculator until you enter your passcode. Let's enter mine, and then you can see. You can hide photo albums, contacts, even browsing history inside this app, so you can do everything secretly without people knowing about it.
Police say other apps can be dangerous because they tell predators where your kids are. Our experts listed Mappin and GroupMe as examples. Whisper is another. It's an anonymous messaging app where you can tell secrets to the online world.
We're going to try this on Whisper.
Holly posted a picture of a young-looking decoy.
1, 2, just contacted. Yeah.
Literally.
Literally a minute.
We had 20 people contacting them within 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's instantaneous.
Law enforcement says the apps that allow the exchange of photos and live videos in particular can be some of the most dangerous for children when they're misused. One example is House Party. It asks for your location, which you don't have to give whenever you join. It doesn't have any age limits, and it allows you to video chat with up to 8 people while you're on it. And while the app has good privacy settings to only allow people you know in, if your child doesn't enable those privacy settings on their chat, strangers can join. Police say another app that could allow predators access to children is Smule. It's a karaoke app, and while it can be harmless and lots of fun, you can quickly find questionable content on it. Like this duet with a nearly naked woman in the Disney song group. And there is no way to set up a private profile, so strangers can follow your children and message your children. While the World Wide Web can be a world of fun, police say it's important to know the risks before your children end up in potentially dangerous waters.
So there are 5 things that parents need to consider when looking at their kids' apps. Can those apps send private messages? Does it have location services to show where your child or your home is? Can the app send pictures and video? Does the app hide content? And lastly, can the app stream live video? Now, the apps that were mentioned in the story are just a few that can be misused by bad people. Mappin CEO Jared Algood said, quote, Mappin encourages users to only add people they know and trust in real life. Like all social media, parents should be involved in how their teens are using Mappin. Facebook and Instagram both say they work closely with law enforcement to root out online predators, and a spokesman for House Party says they also work to ensure only people you know end up in a person's chat. And to read the app's full statements and much more on this story, just head over to WWLTV.com.
And if you have something you'd like the eyewitness investigators to look into, just send us an email at eyewitness@WWLTV.com.